So for Pride Month, I decided to celebrate by consuming more colorful media. And ever since I started consuming Yuri manga, doujinshi, and anime, I'm a kinder person now, a less selfish person now. When I see a woman driver with a baby on board bumper sticker, I no longer wish to rear end her. Sweet mother, I cannot weave. Slender Aphrodite has overcome me with longing for a girl. While doubling as my obligatory Sappho quote, this also serves as the nature of the video's topic, Bobs and Vagine. Really though, baseline as the quote is, it conveys a great deal of meaning and emotion, both sweet and bitter. Where love blossoms, so too does shame. That is, the societal construct, the bleak, nagging thing which protests the heart. Because it abides by a number of commonplace YA rules, the drama often arises from cultural angst or coming to terms with budding sapphism. I could yap about my love for Yuri for an hour, but I doubt my thoughts would retain coherence after 10 or so minutes. So I'll attempt to keep my descent into sparkly pink hell brief. My Yuri journey started off with the citrus manga, as most himedanshi do. I wanted to like the series more than I did, but the stepsister subplot didn't sit well with me, so I moved on to something more palatable. Licorice Recoil, which led me to an array of magical girl series with implied same-sex allure, like Madoka, Cardcaptor Sakura, Magical Girl Site, not this one.
The age of consent in many parts of Japan is in fact 13 years old.
Cutie Honey and Kill la Kill. But just the tease of girl love didn't meet the already low bar I'd set with Citrus, so I eventually transitioned back to full-blown Yuri. Instead of the manga, I tortured myself with a Citrus anime just to itch the scratch, with a medium that didn't require me to pay as much attention as reading manga. Honestly, seeing them colorized and animated was surprisingly enjoyable. After finishing that, I scrolled through Mal for more Yuri manga suggestions, and boy howdy, let me tell you, that was when it truly started. This shit has both ruined my life and given it meaning. At its core, this is a story about a petty and deeply indecisive person who cheats because she loves her partner. Ridiculous as it sounds, Uni begins her affair because she feels not quite distance from her girlfriend, but what I would call disjointed. Where Nanase wants to keep their taboo relationship private, Uni craves being pampered and paraded in public. Ultimately, she just wants to go on dates explicitly. Because of this, she creates an alt account on twittergrambook.com and vents both her joys and frustrations to her followers, seeking their validation and sympathies. This is how she meets Fukutaki. Even if I earnestly tried, I really doubt that I'd find a more apt descriptor for Uni Asahina than a whack bitch. Everything she does manages to, at best, bemuse me, and at worst, fill me with inconsolable rage. But I think that serves as a credit to what makes her so engaging to read. Like a car crash, I can't help but wonder what she'll do to piss me off next chapter. As of the current date, chapter 32 is the most recent debacle. Up until now, Uni has been struggling with whether she wishes to stay with her girlfriend Nanase or her paramour Fuko, who she has been conducting her affair with. Fuko, despite being the illicit lover, facilitated a meeting between the three, forcing Uni to decide on who she wants to stay with. Selecting Nanase, the reader might justifiably assume that Uni would quit pursuing Fuko, as she just verbally denounced the relationship. But guess what? Next chapter, they're kissing again. Uni leaves Nanase looking for McDonald's to see a movie with Fuko and reminisce about getting finger blasted.
Never even finger blasted.
Now, the worst part about this isn't even the cheating or Yuni's immediate relapse. It's the fact that I think I love Fuko's character so much. Whereas Yuni evokes only rage in my heart, I feel like I'm missing something when Fuko isn't on page. She's mischievous, but caring, albeit in her own selfish way. She is crazy, yes, but she's somewhat more self-aware and introspective than Yuni, our main character. She's aware of her action, her role, and even her significance in Yuni's life. She is aware that she'll never be number one in Yuni's heart, yet that silver medal is more than enough to her. At least, that's what she claims to be content with in the beginning. It's stories like this, which seem to be in contrast with the more popular shonen genre that enticed me to read more, that left me feeling oddly hollow, yet infested with a need for more movie.
Papa, more movie.
No, the movie's over. We gotta go.
Papa, me want more movie.
No.
This joke is so fucking dumb. It is that odd blend of beauty and toxicity, that strange core which vacillates madly between love and lust, that leaves me hungry for more. It is an opalescent taboo, I think, the sort of sapphism I guiltily love. But anyways, you should really go watch Licorice Recoil.
Aloha.